Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Prinsloo. I'm a mother, a wife, a passionate freelance photographer, artist, and very passionate gardener. My husband and I host free retreats for missionaries and pastors here in Western Pennsylvania. We don't charge anything for our retreats. It is free for anyone from all over the nations to come and to rest and experience rejuvenation for themselves. We've had people from all over the nations already come and stay with us in the past 6 months of us being here. This is my pre-sale campaign for my upcoming book release. This whole journey of cooking and health began when I married my husband, Naftali. Now, I am originally from the eastern coast of America, and I grew up in a Polish, German, and Irish background. Now, my husband is from Africa. So experiencing the complete cultural differences was an explosion of new experiences to me. I also studied holistic medicine. So having those two worlds collide really put everything I learned into context as I began to learn from my husband and his mother and his family members how to cook their traditional methods. Light bulbs started going off in my head. I learned this in school, and I know about these spices and these herbs that they are using. They're so good for your health, but I actually never tapped into using them in my cuisine. I'll never forget the story my husband told me about his great-grandfather. He was riding on a horse at over 70 years old, and he was in perfect health, in perfect vitality and energy. And I thought to myself, there's something on that. There's something in the way that he lived his life. There's something in the way that he ate that made him live that way up into even the age of 70. And so that sparked something within me to say, how can we implement that into our life and into the way that we cook for our community to give people the best health and the best taste for what we provide for them. So, as I mentioned, we have a retreat center, and my husband and I are missionaries. And so we've experienced a lot of different cultures, and we've been in many different environments. Last year, we hosted 3 international students, all from Asia. And so I come from cooking Indian, Arabic, and African cuisine, and they enjoyed it, but they definitely missed their Asian tradition. And so I was willing to learn that for them. So even to this day, now I incorporate a lot of Asian fusion into the way that I cook also. Why do I do what I do? Why do I focus so much on health and the food that we eat? I think giving people the most powerful source of nutrition is my why. It's why I garden. It's why I take so much time and love and energy into cooking the way I do, because everything is a process from seed to harvest. And it's learning and teaching the process, the patience, the rewards of diligence, and giving a people experience of the ancient way, and yet pushing the limits to plants and spice diversity, having it right at my fingertips. There's massive return for living this way. We are bringing the world around our table, not only in the food, but literally having people from around the globe sitting and hearing their experiences and their traditions. And so I want to share that valuable insight for you, your family, and to put in your kitchen. I think gardening is an important way to live in a natural rhythm and flow with life. The reality is the life that we have built takes us away from the flow and the rhythm, and we put ourselves into schedules and deadlines and routines. I believe each of us have an inner consciousness for how we're supposed to flow in life. And many times because of the demands of life, we resist it. So gardening for me is a rhythm. It's a family flow. Our children are a part of the whole process. They get to experience preparation, digging, weeding, sowing, maintenance. I'm seeing results, positives and failures, all the way up to them harvesting what we have worked so hard for. You know, it's a lot deeper process than what you think. Gardening works on the inner self more than you even might work on it. And being able to take all of those experiences to around the table, nothing compares to it. My husband and I prepare tables to welcome diversity, culture, and authenticity. The spices that my husband has put into our family and taught me of had unlocked something within me. I began to feel more alert and alive and awakened. So living and eating this way has become a whole package of health and experiencing the ultimate life. Our families and guests do not only receive meals, but they receive experiences. I think for me, food is art. And everyone is an artist. I think we all express our way of creating in different ways. Some are builders. Others focus in logistical ways like equations. But for me, it's cooking, gardening, and painting. And so all of these things are going to come into the making of this book release. So my first goal is to sell 1,000 copies of this book. That will be publishing the 8.5 by 11 book at the most highest quality that we can give you. I want to bring the best equipment for this project to give you beauty to look at as you go through the pages and experience it for yourself and with your family. And the second part of our sales is to raise another $20,000 to renovate the campus where we currently are located. Like I said before, we host missionaries free of charge. And so we have food expenses. We want to upgrade the lodging, and we have to do some technical things like add more bathrooms and add more sleeping accommodations. It's also in our hearts to add a community garden to benefit the community here. We do not ask for donations and we do not fundraise, so we want to take this as an opportunity to sell a great value to you that you can implement in your home and in your family or community, and also benefit those that come to stay with us. So thank you for supporting this campaign, and thank you for pre-ordering the book.